The master escapee finally managed to break out of prison, but he discovered that this prison was actually floating on the sea. Was he supposed to swim back from the ocean? Clearly, that was impossible. Besides, guards were stationed everywhere. He had no choice but to turn back. By then, water from a broken pipe had already spread into the isolation cell. The warden quickly ordered the prisoners in the isolation cell to be brought back. Meanwhile, Ray was still struggling to climb back. He needed to return to the isolation cell before the guards arrived. Otherwise, the consequences would be disastrous. Luckily, he finally made it back. He successfully avoided a crisis. However, when the warden came to inspect, he still noticed a few rivets. His subordinates thought the water had pushed them out, but he didn't believe that. Back in his office, he made a mysterious phone call. The person on the other end was Ray's boss. It turned out this guy was the mastermind behind everything. He wanted the warden to keep Ray trapped there forever. That way, all of Ray's assets would belong to him. The warden, on the other hand, sought fame. If he could keep the master escapee locked up for life, this prison would be known as the most secure in the nation. His name would go down in history, and countless criminals would be sent there. To prevent Ray from escaping again, the best strategy was to leave him no energy to plan. So every night at bedtime, the warden had the guards constantly bang on the iron bars, keeping Ray from sleeping peacefully. If he even felt drowsy, the guards would come and beat him viciously. After days of relentless torment, Ray could barely stand, let alone do anything else. His cellmate Victor kept encouraging him, telling him to stay strong. Ray, of course, wasn't about to be defeated. Meanwhile, his teammates finally tracked his location. He was in a prison at sea. To escape, Ray needed to know the cargo ship's current position. He knew the doctor at the hospital was sympathetic. Ray had asked him about this before. Unfortunately, a guard was standing nearby. So Ray decided to try again. He had Victor deliberately injure him, so he would be sent to the hospital for treatment. Faced with Ray's questions, the doctor was hesitant. Revealing anything could cost him his life. Ray had no choice but to devise another plan. He had Victor secretly bring him a pen. Then he said he also needed the glasses from the guy behind him. The next day, Victor brought the glasses. But the person who had the glasses seemed a bit reluctant. Ray intended to use these tools to make a sextant to calculate directions. At that moment, a guard in the monitoring room sensed something was off. They noticed the two seemed to be plotting something. Soon, a nearby guard received orders to immediately arrest Ray. Fortunately, Victor had hidden the sextant in time. Ray was put in solitary confinement. The warden forbade him from leaving or speaking to anyone. He had to eat, drink, and sleep there. The warden even claimed to be a fan of Ray. This prison had been built based on Ray's book, An Introduction to Prison Security Loopholes. Faced with Ray's threat, the warden became even more excited because it was such a challenge. He wanted to see whether Ray, the master escapee, was more impressive or his floating prison.